Hey everyone, this is Michelle with Foxy Chick Designs and Magnolia Design Company with another fun DIY project tonight. Tonight we are going to do something a little bit different. I am doing a custom sign for a friend's baby shower, and so I thought I would let you guys join in and watch that. Hope everyone had a great Thursday. Can't believe we're almost to the end of the week. Tomorrow's Friday, y'all. Like, I am super stoked for that. Oh, sorry about that. Keep getting notifications. So just wanted to let you guys know that we have a brand new Get Started kit that launched at midnight last night. And I will post pictures on our page here as soon as I'm done with the live. I'm just making sure here that I am live, and getting this sent over a few places so all of my peeps know that I'm live. Let's see here. All right. As you're coming in, please say hello so that I know who's here. All right, there we go. So now we are ready to go. All right, so the project that I'm going to do tonight is I'm actually going to paint with some of our sugar plum, our chalk paste. If you add a little bit of water to it, or if you just use it the way it is, you can use it as like regular paint, and that's what I'm going to use this for tonight. And then we're going to use some of our cool gray. The stencil that we're going to be using is our Victoria pattern, which is one of our big 15 by 15 stencils. And I've got these wooden letters, and this is actually what I'm going to be painting for on our sign. And then I've got some scrapbook paper and one of these long, it was the Easter Bunny sign from Dollar Tree, but we are going to repurpose this. So we are going to get started here, and let me see what I want to do first. I think we're going to work on the board first, and then we will move to working on the actual letters. So as normal, if this is your first time catching us live, if you will comment with a number 1. If you have caught us live before, if you would comment with a number 2. And if you are a Magnolia Design Company creator at any level, if you will comment with a number 3. And if you are seeing the little red live button right about there, if you will comment #live. And if you're not seeing that little live red button, that's totally fine. You're catching the replay, and I appreciate you hopping on and watching. And if you will comment #replay. All right, so I'm going to flip you guys down. We're going to get started. I've pulled out some raffia and some pink and silver ribbon. I pulled out some Hodge Podge because we're going to use some of that, and we're going to get started. So I'm going to flip you guys down so that you can see what I'm doing. All right. So like I said, we're going to get started with our board first. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut off this string. that was a part of the top of this lovely little sign. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, let me see. Why can't I see? Of course, Facebook is kind of being wonky, so I can't really see comments. I have my laptop up, so as you guys are coming in and commenting, I can respond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this scrapbook paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going, let me set some of this out. I'm going to just rip it down the middle. I folded it in half, and I'm just going to rip it down the middle to make two, you know what? I only needed one piece. I thought I needed more than one piece. Well, that just shows you how dumb I am. Okay, so I just have this scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna see, can I line this up at all? I don't know if I can. That's gonna be a little weird. You know what? I might pull out that other piece. Hey, Dad. Alright, I am going to do that so that I can line these up a little bit. Yeah.
I'm going to go for mine. Do you need anything?
No.
Okay,
I was going to say, you know what? Actually, could you bring my drink back here?
Yeah.
And I don't think I have a whole lot left. Maybe get me another one. Alright, let's see here. Which one lines up? Which one lines up here? Aha. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside for another project. Yes. Whoops. Hey, Stacy, welcome. Hey, Miss Cynthia. Just grabbing a little bit of a drink. Alright, so I just wanted to make sure that my scrapbook pieces, you know, line up somewhat so that it doesn't look awkward. Alright, so I pulled off the little eyes that were on here, and I pulled off some of the bunny paper, the stuff that I could. I'm going to grab some Mod Podge, and we are going to get the scrapbook paper down here. Well, maybe we are. Yeah, of course. I have a mess. So we're going to pull out the scissors, clean out the hole. And now we'll get, okay, maybe we will. Okay. We're having issues here, folks. That would explain it. All right, let me see. I've got a big jar up here that my cool sister gave me. Oh, okay. I'm just batting 1,000 with all of my lids and stuff the last couple lives. Do not ask me why. But this is kind of gluey stuff. So I'm going to try and get this open without getting glue and craziness. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is like a big glob of glue. Okay, so maybe this is like weird. Well, you never know what to expect when you come live with Michelle. Hey, Deb, welcome. It's been forever, girl. I'm so glad that you caught me live. All right, there we go. Okay, so now that I got that open, I'm gonna, of course, I would have to get it on my desk and on my fingers already. Goodness gracious, y'all. There really is no hope. My goodness, I am just making all kinds of a mess. It's like I'm getting it all over the place. Goodness. And I'm making sure I'm getting around the edges really well. Okay. I'm going to slow down just a little bit here so I don't make quite such a mess. Jeez. Hey, Mary, welcome. Didn't see you sneak in there. All right. Just making sure I'm getting all real good around the edges here. All right. So now I've got that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this and I'm just going to lay it down like so. Trying to make sure to line it all up. And I'm just going to smooth this out. And then I'm going to take the other page and I'm going to make sure that this is what lines up, which it is, and I'm going to line it up right on. And I'm going to lay this down and smooth it out. Ugh. Hey, Sandy. Welcome. Are you enjoying Dad? Or are you tired of him already? All right. So I'm just making sure that this is all smooth. And actually, I'm going to pull out my little scraper and just run it gently over the paper to make sure that it's all smooth. I know. And I did what I didn't want to do. All right. So I think we've got this all good. All right, and it's a little hung over on the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little sanding block here, and I'm going to go around all of these edges just to get off this excess. And it just gives it a real nice finish along the edge. Yes, and no, I'm not ready to get rid of him. His phone is freezing, so I can't exactly watch you. Oh, is it? I wonder if it's my live or if it's his phone. All right, so so that's one side. We got this all, not quite down here. Alright, so we got that. I'm just going to go around the edge here. Okay, so yes, you're enjoying Dad. No, you're not ready to get rid of him. Okay. Ugh. Oh, I was like, what in the world? Alright, there we go. He thinks it's his phone. Oh, okay. Well, the reason I ask is because I've had several people say that I'm like freezing up when I'm doing my lives, and I'm like, on my end, it doesn't say it's freezing, so. Alright. So I'm just going down over the edge here, just making sure that I have all of this sanded down. Alright, do we have this all good? I think we do. Alright, so this is what our board looks like now. So I'm going to set this aside, and then I get all of this cleaned up. Ugh. Okay, my overflowing trash can. Alright, let me just, alright, so we've got that for right now, and we're going to throw that back up in the box. Okay, so now we have our board. And I'm actually going to set this aside so that it can dry while we work on our letters. So the letters that I have are, they spell out the word Avery, because that's the baby's name. So Avery. And actually, you know what? Before I do that, I want to put an extra coat on this board over the top here to make sure that it's sealed. So I just want to grab this. I just want to, especially across where those two pieces are connecting, I just want to make sure that they're all sealed well. And the Mod Podge will dry clear, so you really won't see it. So just putting a very, very thin light coat over the top of the paper, and that will just seal that in. So there, we have that. So I'm going to go ahead and put my lid back on. So I make sure I don't make any more of a mess with this. I am going to grab my heat tool, and I'm going to go in and get some of this dried up a little bit. Alright, so I got the start of that dry. So now I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to sit this off to the side to let this dry while I'm working on the rest of my project. And actually I'm going to sit it down here. Okay, so what we're going to do now with our letters is we are going to get them painted. So I'm going to open up my pink chalk here, and I'm going to dump some water in because I'm going to thin this out just a bit. I'm going to grab one of my stir sticks here, and I'm just going to get this all stirred in. I'm going to make this just a little bit thinner than I normally would, just so I don't have to use quite so much. You know what? I don't think I'm going to use one of my big brushes here. I think I'm going to use one of my little brushes. You know what? Do I have any more of my... I don't think I do. I don't think I have any... Oh, there. I have one of my 1-inch brushes. Here we go. Go on my smaller brushes. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to dip my paintbrush into my paste, and I'm just going to paint with it. Yes. Yes, Avery is a little girl. Avery Christine is her name. I'm just going around this outside here. Well, Christine, her middle name is, I found out, has been 4 generations. It's my friend's middle name, it's her mom's middle name, it's her grandma's middle name, and then it'll be Avery's middle name. So it's like a 4-generation middle name. So I just thought that was really cool that she was, the mom was doing that. Alright, I'm trying to get some of these little fuzzies off, which once they dry I can do that. That won't be a problem. Alright. Get through all of this. Alright, so we have the A done. Alright, we're going to grab the V. Get in through here. I want to go all the way around the edges just to make them look a little cleaner and more professional. Alright, and there's the V. Get my fingerprints out of there. Ugh. And you know what? I'm actually going to go in here and stir this up a little bit more. And I'm going to just kind of smear some of this on, kind of like that. And then just go in with my brush. And I got the little letters at the Dollar General store, believe it or not, because I took a trip to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and we had a storm in our area, and it knocked out like all the power. Like one whole strip mall had no power at all. And I was kind of bummed, because from where I work, it's about 45 minutes to the nearest Hobby Lobby. From my house, it's about 15-20 minutes. But from where I work, it's a little bit further. And I was, you know, coming from work. And so I was like, no! I was quite bummed, to say the least. I really was. Because there was a specific letter, or specific font I was looking for to do for this, and I could have went today, but I kind of liked the letters that I did find, so. Alright, so I'm just gonna, oh, I don't want those on here. I'm trying to get some of these, what do you call it, chunks that I have in my paste out. And then once these are all painted, what we're going to do is we're going to stencil on them in gray, because the baby's room is like gray and white with accents of pink. So I just thought that this would be really cute to do the letters in pink to make the, you know, the big accent, and then you know, stencil them with the gray. So that is the idea for tonight. And this idea I thought out a little bit more. If you joined me on Tuesday night, I totally apologize for that project. That project was just, I had the concept in my head, but the execution just did not work well. I mean, I like how it turned out in the end, but I just felt bad for you guys, because you guys had to watch me stumble through all that. But unfortunately, that's what happens when you go live sometimes. Sometimes when you go live, things just don't work out. I think about you. Oh, okay. I had a friend just text next to me. Alright, what colors are you using now? Mary, the color that I am using to paint my letters is our, is it Sugar Plum? Yes, it's our Sugar Plum. It's our Magnolia chalk paste in the color Sugar Plum. And I just watered it down quite a bit. And I'm using it as a paint. And that's the one thing I do love about our chalk paste is they are so versatile. You can, you know, paint with them, you can stencil with them, you can you know, you don't have to, because like in my Waverly chalk paste or chalk paints that I have, I don't have a pink. So I thought, well, hey, I can show just another versatile way to use our chalk paste. I do agree. I think it is a very pretty color. Okay. So I'm just going to go over this one more time. Okay. So I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to set my stir stick aside. I'm going to go ahead and put my lid back on so I don't make a mess. I'm going to grab my letters. Well, Mary, there's your pro tip for the day. Okay. Did I not? Oh, I did one side, not the other. Oh, let me see. Do I have enough paint on my brush? Just to put a light little coat here on this V. I didn't do this side. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in my heat tool and I'm going to make sure that these are all dry. I'm just going in and making sure that these are all dry because I am going to stencil on them. So I do want to make sure that these are all nice and dry. And you can see as they're drying, they're getting a little bit lighter, so they're not quite as bright pink. They're a little bit softer of a pink. You do want to be very careful with your heat tool because if you get too close with the heat and you stay in one spot, it could cause the paste to bubble. And that's why I'm kind of going all over. Actually, I'm going to move this guy up here so you can see it. I think we are just about dry. Alright, I think we're good there. I'm going to go ahead and grab a wipe and clean off my fingers so that I can actually feel if everything is dry, because my fingers are covered in chalk and they feel chalky. So I can't really tell if things are dry or if I still have wet spots. All right. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna clean up my chalk mess up here, just so that when I bring my other board in, it's not going to yep, these guys are all dry, so I'm going to just give this a good wipe down with all this, because I don't want to get it on the back of the board when I'm gluing these all together. So I'm just giving my new mat just a good clean up here, and you can see how easy it is to clean up. And this is just with a baby wipe. This is no special wipe or anything like that. It's just the baby wipe. All right. So now I am going to bring my sanding block back in. I'm going to just make sure that these are all good and smooth. Make sure that there's no little chunks on here. All right. So now, all right. So we have all of our little areas all nice and smooth and good to go. So now we're going to pull in our stencil, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack these up here a second and set these off to the side, and I'm just going to peel back my stencil in half, just like so. And I'm going to put a letter there, and a letter there, a letter there, one there, and one here. And I'm going to just lay this stencil back over, and I'm just going to smooth it down on each letter. All right, now I'm going to grab my cool gray, and I'm going to get in here with a stir stick, and I'm going to give this a good stir. And I'm going to actually put just a little bit of water in here. Not a lot, just a little bit. Tiny little bit. And then I'm going to get this all nice and stirred up. I like my chalk paste to be the consistency of yogurt or frosting in a can. And just that little bit of water just got it to the perfect consistency. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with some chalk paste on each of these letters. And I'm just going to grab my squeegee. I'm going to start up here at the top and work my way down over the A, making sure all of our silk screened areas are covered. Alright, there's our A. I think this is our V. So I'm just trying to be real careful here. Sorry my arm's in the way. But I'm trying to hold this down so I get a good coverage here. And then our E. And our R. All right. Hey, Missy. How are you? All right. So there's our R. And then I'm just going to come in here to our Y. This last little bit done. Okay. Now I'm just going to come back over and make sure that all of our silk screened areas are covered. I'm going to pull up any of this excess. Just making sure all of okay. Now I'm going to get this all back in there. I'm going to set my squeegee aside. And I'm going to just peel up the stencil off of the letters. Just like so. Oh my goodness, I love how that turned out. Oh, I'm so happy with these. So then I'm going to just pull these off and set them aside here. Just set these guys aside. I'm going to lay my stencil back down like that. And I'm just going to set it aside. And I will clean it off with some water in my tub. So I'm going to let those sit there for a minute. Missy, tell moms I said hello. Alright. Gotta clean up on the computer too, because of course I made a mess on my computer. Because we would not be crafting. Hey, Ma! Okay. So now I'm just going to clean these guys up. And I'm going to close up my lid. And set that off to the side. And then I'm going to bring our board back in. She says hello to you. Yay! Nuts. Okay, I just want to make sure that this is all... I think it could have to be a little bit drier. So I'm going to bring in my heat tool and just make sure that all of the Mod Podge that we had put down is all dry. I think it is for the most part, but I just want to make sure. Right here is just the only spot that's wet yet. Alright, so, and you know what, I should have brought these letters in and dried them too. Where's my E? I'm going to bring them in, and I'm going to give them a good dry so we can get them glued on. Alright, so I think we have these all dry. Yep, these guys are all good to go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to glue them down. And I'm going to grab some of my... yeah, I'm going to grab some E6000 just because I want these to stay. So we're going to do a mixture of E6000 and a mixture of hot glue. Alright, so now it's just the matter of, do we want them tight together like that and kind of centered, or... Okay, I need your help. Do we want them all grouped together and centered? Do we want them spread out across the board, like so? Do we want them kind of staggered? What do you guys think? You like them staggered, Missy? Mary? Okay. I have spaced out, staggered, staggered. Okay, so I have 2 staggered and 1 spaced out. Okay, so we could do both. We could have them spaced out and have them staggered. Like so. How does that look, you guys? You like that? Staggered with a little space. Yeah, there you go. Yep, I think this is how we'll do it. We'll stagger it with a little space. just like so. What do you guys think? Does it look centered? I know you guys cannot see the whole board. I think we need to go this way just a little bit. Yes, love it. Okay, so I'm gonna just space these out just a little bit more, and we're gonna call it good. All right, let's see, I can measure. So it is 2 blocks in. Okay, so we need to move these over just a little bit. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know, I have a grid mat now, so now I can actually measure. So it's about 2.5 and about 2.5. All right. So I think we've got these set just about right. All right. So now we're going to get these puppies glued down. Alrighty. So I'm just going to get a little bit of our E6000 down. And then I'm going to just mix in a little bit of hot glue. Yeah. Just get a little bit of hot glue in there. All right. And we're going to go about right there. And I'm just going to push that down and hold it in place. Okay. And then our E or our V, I might just do the exact same thing. Get a little bit of E6000. And this one's coming down here. And I'm going to just hold this for a minute. Hey, Lindy. I thought that was you hopping on. All right. Whoop. All right. Woo. And then just get some and we're gonna go up with this one. Believe it or not, Lindy, I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday and Maryville had no power. So like Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, Five Below, everything over there in that strip mall like was completely closed because of no power. So I stopped at the Dollar General store and this is where I found these letters. All right, so now we are on the R. And once these letters are down, all we are going to do is we're going to create a hanger and a cute little bow. this is coming down here. I'm spelling Avery. It's for Megan Duff Francis for her baby shower. I know Megan's not on here, and I don't think Miss Priscilla's on here either. But their little girl's name is going to be Avery Christine, and their baby's room is gray and white with pink accents. So I'm doing this for over her crib. So and then our Y. No. We're coming in there. I feel like I spaced them out too far. I really do. But that's okay. Let me see. I did, but that's okay. Because I'm going to put a bow over here, and that'll kind of make up for it. Alright. So far, this is our board. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this aside for a minute so it can sit and dry while I'm working on the bow. So I am going to grab some burlap. Alright, I'm going to just grab some burlap here. I'm going to grab some of this pink ribbon. And I'm going to grab some of this pink ribbon here once I get it open. So I'm going to grab some of just this shimmer pink. Alright, and then I have some of this, you know what, I don't think I'm going to use the raffia. I was going to, but I don't think I want to. Alright, so, oh, and I need, where'd my twine go? Okay, here's my twine. So I need a little bit of twine to make the bow. Oh, I forgot some silver. I knew I was forgetting something. I thought I was forgetting something. And we're gonna go there. Put a little gray in this. Okay. So I'm going to start off with my burlap, and I'm just going to crisscross like so, and then we're going to go with this pink, and then I'm going to do this pink, and then I'm going to do the silver like so. And then I'm going to take my twine and I'm going to lay it down over the middle there. And I'm going to turn this over like so. And I'm going to tie this as tight as I can. And then I'm going to tie it again because it's starting to come undone. And since it started to come undone, I'm going to go to the front here and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just go ahead and tie really tight. And go back to the back side and do the same thing again. I just like to tie my bows really, really tight. And this is just a messy bow. No rhyme or reason to it, really. Okay, so there's our cute little bow. And I'm just gonna pull some of this out. Oh, I think that's adorable. I love my bow. Okay, so there's our bow. We're gonna bring in our little sign again. And I think I'm gonna sit this, let's see. Should we put it here at the corner? Should we put the little bow here at the corner? What do you guys think? I think I like it right there. What do you guys think? Yes? No? Alright, I'm getting some hearts. I'm assuming that's a yes. Alright. So I'm going to just go ahead and put my little finger protector on. And I'm going to put a dot of glue right there. And I'm going to put a bunch of glue back here. And then we're just going to flip this guy over and press him down. And I'm just going to hold that there for a minute. And then we're going to work on a hanger, which I'm going to use some of this silver, ribbon here for our little, that should have been tucked underneath. Oh well. All right, so we have our bow. So there you go. We've got A-V-E-R-Y. All right, so now we're gonna flip this guy over. Uh-oh, I'm seeing a little bit of a coming up here. So we're just gonna throw a little bit of hot glue down there. And we're going to push that together like so. Thanks, Missy. I know you like my bows. All right. Just wanted to make sure that those stayed down. I want to make sure that all this crazy stuff comes off. Okay, so now we're going to lay this on the back side here. And I'm going to pull, let me see. we're going to do this. I think I'm going to go like this. All right. And I'm not actually going to glue it. I'm going to staple it because I have this cute little handy dandy stapler, and we're going to play with the staple gun. So I'm going to put just a little bit here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to just push down right here, and I'm going to, oh, of course it's not going to go down all the way. Of course. All right, so I'm going to have to pound that down a little bit. Of course. Trying to. All right, that's not working well. Okay, bad idea, y'all. All right, so then I'm going to, let's see. All right, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna cut that stuff off. And we're gonna go in here with our other side. Ugh. Man, what in the world? I'm not doing so great with my stapling here. Like, what in the world? Ugh. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to and I think I've got it down enough to where this will hold. Maybe not. So I'm going to try to move over here a little bit. There we go. That went in the way it was supposed to. And so did that. Okay, there we go. Now we got it going. Sorry if that's making a lot of noise for you, but I'm going to try one more over here. There we go. Okay. So then there is our little hanger for our little project. So actually I'm going to move you guys back up here to me, and I'm going to show, I think I'm going to be backwards. Let me see here. There we go. And there is our little project. Ta-da! With our little hanger. And I love it. I think it turned out so stinking cute. And I hope you guys liked watching it as much as I had fun creating it. And I think little Avery's mommy is gonna like it. I really do. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for popping on with me tonight. I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your schedules to join me and interact with me. And you guys are absolutely the best. I appreciate you guys so much. Anyhow, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday night for another fun DIY. Next week, just to give you a little heads up, is going to be a little different. Monday and Tuesday I will be live at our normal 7 o'clock time On Thursday night, though, I'm going to be traveling, so I am going to put together a pre-recorded video for you. And that way you guys will still have a video at 7 o'clock. Just it will be a pre-recorded and not a live. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for popping on. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye.